Right then guys, Gaffed is back with the explanation for the physics experiment, solid through solid, but not as you're expecting. I'll do a build tutorial tomorrow, but this is how the trick works. I've actually built another gimmick tonight. I thought I might as well do it on a top of the box gaff, so you could use this gaff for all the other tricks I've used this gaff for stealing cards and making cards change colour or whatever, but it's also a solid through solid gaff because you can actually place a dice on the card and push it through. It's obviously got a little flap on it, cut around the shape of the spade, but in my performance I had it on a face card. Now it being on a face card limits the use of this gaff, but it gives you the ability to make this card vanish and appear somewhere else. So you're going to need a gimmick card which will have a hole in it. It's on a spring-loaded bamboo balloon hinge. It's not a hard build, it's a little bit tricky. I wasn't quite sure how it would work with the magnets in it, whether it would work at all, but it does. And to be fair, it's pretty invisible. The card's obviously a bit thicker than normal, but no one's ever going to handle it. They're only going to see like the top of it, so they won't notice the thickness. So you've got that. I'm limited to the size of the object I can put through the hole because I wanted it to be in the spade of the bicycle deck design, so it can only be a certain size. I could have made it a tiny bit bigger, but as long as you can get something that will fit through that hole, you're good to go. So I've also got a matching queen somewhere, queen of diamonds there. This is Gaffer's exporter gimmick. So you can put a queen of diamonds there. You can hide it in plain sight whilst placing this card into the pack. I mean, you do need to force this queen of diamonds. You can only force it face up, obviously, because it looks like this on the back, and get it the right orientation for the box. But I'm sure you'll find some way. I mean, you could have it just on the bottom of the pack, couldn't you? Just on the bottom of the pack. Give the cards a bit of a shuffle, making sure not to disturb that bottom stack, and then just kind of Hindu force the bottom card. We'll use this card, the Queen of Diamonds. So whatever you're going to do, you're going to force the Queen of Diamonds. Now I do actually need a glass, which I haven't got, so just bear with me. Right, we'll just use this one for now. I mean, you could even use, hang on, a little shot glass. Will that work, a shot glass? Oh, I don't actually think a shot glass will work, will it? Will it open? Oh, it will. I tend to use a bigger glass because you've got to make sure you've got enough space for this to open. So maybe not use a shot glass, but any other glass when a card will fit on top. That'll do. So this would be great down the pub, wouldn't it? Queen of Diamonds on the top of the deck. You've got your Queen of Diamonds force under your bottom of the box gimmick in your exporter gimmick box. This can all go into the box and you're good to go. Have your dice in your pocket or whatever you want to use to poke through it. Right, let me just show you something mental. You don't have to go down the whole physics route, but just do whatever you say, whatever you want to say. Take the card out, making sure not to disturb that. Oh, and what I've just noticed is, because that is a bottom of the box gaff, it wanted to stick in there, didn't it? Oh no, it'll come out. So let's just make sure it'll come out. So you're going to dump all the cards out. You can just quickly flush the boxes empty. Good idea to do it up, maybe put it aside. Right, let me just show you something crazy. We need a card selector, so just call out, what's that doing? Call out stop for me. Stop right there. So we'll use the Queen of Diamonds. Don't flash the back. And a glass. Now we're going to place the Queen on top of the glass. Can you see that? We're going to place a small object on the top. Now what you do need to do is remember exactly where your flap is, because it's only literally big enough for this dice to go through, and you don't want to be fumbling. But you can place it on there. Now to the spectator, I'm looking at that with my glasses on and I can't see anything. You would not know anything suspicious about that dice and that card. But what we're going to do is make sure to flash the bottom of the box and maybe, oh shit, take the cellophane off, because there will be a bit of a discrepancy after you've made the dice and the card disappear. Now the easiest way to get the dice into the glass is to just literally push it through the card. Not only can we push the dice through the card, now you can flash the bottom, we can actually push the card into the box. Now you're going to open up the box. To spectator, they're going to see this. They've seen at the beginning the box was empty. You're just going to reach in, grab hold of the flap with the pad of your finger, slide up the card, show them the Queen of Diamonds, and they will be amazed and then just go into a different trick. At this point, the deck is clean, the Queen of Diamonds is clean, the only dirty stuff you've got is on the bottom of the box, which you've just flashed. Now, if they don't know anything about this particular gaff, gimmick, magnets, whatever, there's going to be pretty much no suspicion on this. You could easily just put it in your pocket or do whatever. But that's it, guys. It's just a little flap in the spade of the design, using a balloon as a spring-loaded hinge. So that's what the face looks like. It's practically invisible, both sides. So like I say, I did build it on a top of the box gaff with the back of the card, so you could literally use this for any of your tricks that you want to do using this particular gaff, and then say, right, we'll try one thing else. Pop it through the gaff, picking up your bottom of the box and moving on. Using this particular one, you can't show the face, so you're not going to turn this card, you're not going to make this card disappear. Well, you're going to make it disappear, but it won't reappear in the box, because they're never going to see the face of this card. It's just the fact that that card, let's try it, I've got to be sure where the dice is going to go, just there. Let's see if we can get that dice into this box, and we're going to do it in a magical way. We're just going to pick up the box and we're going to tap the dice through the card. Not only through the card, but we'll make the card vanish. So that's it, guys. Smash the like button, subscribe to the Gaffed Academy, post notifications on, and we'll build it tomorrow. Cheers.